And now, the next speaker of the third session shall be Ms. Ingrid Marinescu. She works as a project associate within the New Partnerships and Emerging Donors team at the UNDP Istanbul Regional Hub for Europe and Central Asia, being part of the UNDP Romania partnership in the field of development cooperation. And also the topic of the presentation shall be 100 years of 10 years of partnership between the UNDP and the Permanent Electoral Authority in Romania. You have the floor, please.
Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to thank the organizers of this event for the invitation. It gives me a great pleasure to be part of this event and to speak about the cooperation between UNDP and the Permanent Electoral Authority in Romania. But in order to do so, I will have to refer to the development cooperation that Romania, development cooperation assistance that Romania has offered since 2007, and having electoral assistance as an important part of this. So as I've mentioned, Romania has become an official development assistance provider in 2007, and electoral assistance has been identified as an important thematic priority for Romanian development cooperation program based on the country's transition to democracy and the experiences that Romania is able to share in this sense. The assistance has been provided on both multilateral grounds in the form of grants offered to UNDP and other international organizations, but also on bilateral grounds through Romanian institutions, having, of course, the Romanian Electoral Authority as an important player in this sense. Oh, sorry. In terms of multilateral assistance, Romania has allocated several contributions from the official development assistance budget since 2007 to different UN programs that have been used for electoral assistance purposes, such as the contribution to the United Nations Electoral Assistance Department to be used in the Black Sea area in 2007, or the contribution channeled to the same electoral assistance department channeled to UNDP Moldova electoral support project that was meant to help Moldova to prepare for its 2009 national elections. Also, it is worth mentioning the 2011 contribution to UNDP Egypt project, supporting the electoral processes in Egypt. As well as the contribution to the UNDP's Global Program for Electoral Cycle Support that has been provided in 2016 and also this year. It is meant to be used for mainstreaming gender in elections. Romania has also provided bilateral electoral assistance, and I refer here to the ones where UNDP has been involved with. This assistance was provided in the form of, I grouped this in several categories, in the form of bridge trainings and workshops in the field of out-of-country voting, preventing and combating electoral fraud, women's participation in elections, electoral management, design and access to electoral process, voter education, civic education, and there are also 2 summer schools organized by UNDP in cooperation with the Romanian Ministry of Foreign Affairs that I will present later on. Other types of bilateral assistance were provided in the form of study visits organized in Romania, as well as in the form of technical assistance and sharing of expertise. Now, regarding UNDP's role in the Romanian development cooperation, I should mention that UNDP has supported Romania's international development cooperation since 2008. Between 2008 and 2013, it has operated within the context of the UNDP Romania Country Program. Since 2013, it has been operating within the context of the new official development assistance cooperation partnership with Romania. And as the main goals of this cooperation, I should mention the support to the Romanian efforts to become an effective, innovative, and increasingly influential actor for development cooperation, and also strengthening Romanian MFA's capacity to manage all aspects of development cooperation. This year, until the end of this year, UNDP's role is to support the newly created agency, RO8, in becoming fully operational and having well-equipped staff to manage all aspects of development cooperation. And this project is expected to end in December 2018. In addition, UNDP has played, I should mention that UNDP has played similar facilitating roles with emerging donors in the Europe and Central Asia region for more than a decade, starting in the Czech Republic, Hungary, and the Slovak Republic. In the electoral assistance sector, UNDP has provided capacity building support to the Permanent Electoral Authority of Romania and other electoral stakeholders. One example is the 2011 project financed and implemented in cooperation with the Permanent Electoral Authority, called aimed at supporting the PA capacity development in order to manage the electoral process cycle. This project also included a workshop on preventing electoral fraud and corruption. Romania's bilateral efforts started as joint workshops organized with the UN or other international organizations, out of which it might worth mentioning the workshop on out-of-country voting, organized in 2010 by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Permanent Electoral Authority, and the Electoral Assistance Department of UNDP, which has been covered by multilateral contribution to EAD. Also, a democratic transition workshop called North Africa and Eastern Europe, Viewpoints and Shared Experience of Transition, Bridge over 20 years, that aimed at sharing the Romanian transition experience and lessons learned, targeting Egyptian and Tunisian senior government, EMB officials, and civil society or media representatives, who, in the context of organizing their first elections after the Arab Spring. And this project was financed by UNDP with $48,000 US. Besides this, there were also 4 bridge trainings organized by UNDP in cooperation with the Permanent Electoral Authority, and financed partially, some of them were financed by UNDP, others were financed by the ODA budget of the Romanian Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The first was a regional training addressed to 8 Eastern European countries with the collaboration of the UNDP Global Program for Electoral Cycle Support Program, focusing on electoral management, design and access to electoral process. A second workshop also benefiting from the GPEC support was had as a subject gender and elections, which was requested by Moldova, but included both countries and was hosted by the Permanent Electoral Authority. And of course, these were followed by other workshops on out-of-country voting for Egypt, Tunisia, and Libya, and including a module on communications in elections. That combined the voter and civic education modules done by the Permanent Electoral Authority with UNDP facilitation. These 4 bridge trainings have been provided to about 115 persons from 17 countries. A considerable amount of the Romanian bilateral electoral assistance has been channeled through the MFA UNDP project 2013-2018, designed to support and strengthen the Romanian ODA efforts, in which UNDP acted as an implementing agency for some of the electoral activities organized by the Permanent Electoral Authority and financed by the Romanian Ministry of Foreign Affairs. As part of this cooperation with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and of course referring to the projects financed from their budget, it should worth mentioning 2 summer elect camps addressed to the young professionals in elections, one organized in 2015 and referring to social media, and another one organized in 2016 referring to new technologies used in elections. And these 2 projects were successful, I would say, among their main achievements being that they provided an interactive learning environment, facilitated peer-to-peer learning, enabled knowledge and experience sharing, helped building a network of young professionals in elections, and of course, it has contributed to developing relations between EMBs and civil society. One more project, although there is also an instrument that is worth mentioning that has been developed by the UNDP in partnership with the Romanian MFA and was financed through the MFA's ODA budget, is the Mobility Fund for Government Experts, an instrument that offers a quick response and of course quick transfer of Romanian experts and expertise to respond to the ad hoc needs of the Romanians' ODA priority countries. And this instrument has been used for electoral assistance purposes with success in the case of Republic of Moldova. And last but not least, UNDP Regional Center for Europe and Central Asia has commissioned an independent evaluation of the Romanian electoral assistance in 2015 in cooperation with the Romanian Ministry of Foreign Affairs. This was also funded by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, having as a purpose to develop a better understanding of Romania's international engagement in the provision of electoral assistance, and as well as examining Romania's strategic niche and the role it could play in helping to strengthen the capacity of its partner countries to organize free and fair elections. More details about this can be found on ROAID's website. And having said all this, I would like to close by thanking the Permanent Electoral Authority for the 10 years of strong and fruitful cooperation, and wish them a lot of success in their future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.